I'm in the middle of Sichuan, crossing lush farmlands with my walking partners, a motley caravan brave enough to face a stifling heat wave in the province.
Just one because they're heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
一个。
还是在这旁边，因为比初中应该远的吧？
对。Oh, take one.
谢谢。
Take one.
Take one more. 谢谢了。谢谢你。
谢谢你。
谢谢哈，
我也谢拜拜。
Every now and then, specialists join me on my journey, providing depth and context to the history that underpins my storytelling. Professor Luo Xin from Peking University is one of them.
What's been really special about this section of the walk, not just in China but across the world, is walking with a world leader in historical knowledge. And Professor Luo is an encyclopedia of information about the history of China. And he's this very rare combination of an intellectual, an academic, a deep thinker, with a very athletic body. I mean, he has no trouble keeping up. In fact, he's often leading during the day.
The concrete road, they make your shoes hot.
It does.
Right?
Makes your feet hot too, yeah. That's how you get blisters.
哦，当然得有好多期待才会来啊。我虽然知道他开始这段旅程，我知道已经有差不多9年、8年时间了。就是他一出发不久我就知道了，而且我也在我自己写的书里面也介绍他，而且他的旅行也是我自己曾经的长途旅行的一个动力。我从北京走到正蓝旗，跟他的旅行比起来，就像后花园里的闲庭信步。 但是我用我这段信步向他致敬，我在书里面就这样写的。
Tracing the Minjiang River, I learned that throughout Chinese history, rivers carried an almost mythical quality, something between the human and the divine. They are subjects of centuries of Chinese poetry, art, literature, folklore, and philosophy.
It's nice. Try.
我们作为现代人，因为我们打开水龙头就有水，我们总是意识不到水是很有限的，也意识不到水的重要性。我觉得跟着保罗这样走路，跟他一起聊天，讨论今天我们看到的世界，以及那个遥远的古代人，在这个时候我们才会比较真切地意识到那些人类所面对的那些水的问题。
Water is a finite resource and only renewable if well managed. Following in the footsteps of our ancient predecessors, we soon find a prime example. A wealth of old temples have taken root along the riverbanks, where many have prayed for relief from the frequent floods devastating this region of the Sichuan Basin. Unbeknownst to them, these very waters that plague them would end up being their salvation. Dujiangyan is a city in Sichuan province named after its famed landmark. an irrigation system built in the 3rd century BC that's still in operation today.
It's
Yeah.
not like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not even from Qin Dynasty.
Okay. So this shows you like the whole structure of the irrigation system.
Yeah, this is good. Here's the point.
That's it.
This is called like the fish
Fishmouth.
Yeah, the fish mouth. This is outside river. This is like inner river. The inner river actually like goes to Chengdu, right? So,
Okay.
so the idea is you want to probably split the water so that not all the water will flood into Chengdu. So this is the first division. And all the way over here, you will have something called Fei Sha Yan. Because there is like a little angle here, right? And you'll have this to filter a lot of sand and stone into the outer river. And over here, you have one last piece. It's called a bottleneck.
Wow, very beautiful.
Yeah. Once there is like a huge volume of water flood in, the whirlpools actually help to activate the function of the filter. Because right in this way, it's actually filtering out the
Clean
sediment.
the sand.
the sand. Yeah, because it goes like this.
This colossal early water project is not just impressive in the way it takes advantage of the topography, but also in its ingenious construction.
The past time, they made this with the bamboo basket full of rocks, put one by one together to build this. In other parts, in southern China, you can still see that structures. The same technology you mentioned in your article, one of your articles, that the people in Central Asia, they guide the antelopes in the direction they wanted to the trap.
Yeah, yeah.
It's much more kind of a soft energy solution.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
It really puts into perspective the Chinese adage, nothing in the world is as soft and yielding as water, yet for dissolving the hard and inflexible, nothing can surpass it. The soft overcomes the hard, the gentle overcomes the rigid. By corralling the river, Dujiangyan prevented floods and provided consistent irrigation for food production, and in the process, opened up the doors to a golden age.
我们已经一直都在这个河边上，无论怎么绕来绕去，都是总会走到一条大水渠边上。这些水渠我们也都去摸过了、碰过了。闽江来的这些水都像雪水一样，都是冰的，水流这么急。因为饥渴的成都平原在呼唤他们，他们都在往那边冲过去，对吧？从西向东冲过去，没有他们，就没有我们今天所知的成都平原。所以这个重要性真的是不容易夸大，怎么说都不容易夸大。
I've crossed many, many rivers, and I've walked along many rivers. And what I've found is that rivers are biographers of landscape. So the Minjiang is a beautiful river for time, for thinking about time, how time flows. Back from the Stone Age, the first people who walked through this part of China, all the way up to the modern, gleaming steel and glass city of Chengdu of 20 plus million people. The entire continuity of the human story and that part in the Sichuan basin of China can be told by that river.